be on my best behavior. I'm gonna let some eyeballs join in before we get going. I'm Ryan here with Yarbo, even though it says it's backwards on my end here, but I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys will be able to check it out. It's fall weather out today, man. It's like cold, like I got a sweatshirt on, but excited. We're still gonna be out here mowing. I got the lawnmower, just the standard lawnmower on today. We're gonna do a cut in some area with some trees. We're gonna mess around with the PPVS, so the Dead Reckoning software. I don't know if you guys have checked that out yet, but it dropped. The update's been dropping gradually, so when you get a chance to go in there and play around with it, you'll see a Yarbo lab on your app. You'll go in there and you can do some settings, change some settings around to the distance that you want. I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna let some eyeballs join up. Check the unit. Hey, there's somebody came in. Somebody entered the chat. Somebody wants to hang out with Ryan today. Look at though, man, sweatshirt weather. Got the hat back on today. I'm not sweating anymore. Got the Air Max on today too. We're gonna map out an area here and some wooded, like some treed. What's the word? Words are hard this morning. I'm trying to get that. I think I could have used another cup of coffee. My kids woke me up way too early this morning. They were, it was like, I needed about another half hour, and my wife and I were not happy. We love them, and I know it goes fast. Trust me, I got a college kid, but the 7 and 5-year-old, they were just unreal this morning. So yeah, but it's nice to be out here with you guys, and you know, it's beautiful outside though. A little crisp. It's in the low 60s, but no complaints. No complaints. Anytime you can bust out the sweatshirt and the jeans and do a little yard work outside, it's kind of cool. I'd rather do this than be where it's 90 and you're just out there just sweating and stuff like that. So in a second, I'll flip the camera around. Once it gets going, we'll see some Yarbo stuff pop up. We got a really special live stream tomorrow, so join in tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about a couple cool things we got going on here as we get into deeper into September here. It's crazy, right? September. I did a leaf blowing demo on TikTok yesterday, just through the parking lot. Just cleaned up some leaves, cleaned up some remnants left by our Canadian geese friends around the building. So yeah, that was fun. Maybe I'll get going with another leaf blowing demo here pretty soon. I was waiting for the, let me know where you guys are watching from. If you're on YouTube, let me know. You know where we're at. We're right outside of Chicago here. Wow, the sun's really hitting the gray, right? I'm getting old. Alrighty, guys. So what we're gonna do today, I think I'm just gonna map out this area. Now this is an area I kind of previously, not necessarily avoided, but this was an area where there's some troubled GPS, definitely. We got some big tree cover around the edges here. We got a building right here. So this is a great place to come in and mess around with some of the new software. I know a lot of you guys have been really excited about it. I've been reading some of the comments online with the new software. It's been a game changer for some people, you know, with the adjustable cuts or with the, you know, the Dead Reckoning, you know, as far as working in and out of trees. You know, soon now we're starting to talk. I got this one on we're starting to talk about the N-Trip. So the globalized GPS versus the data center type of GPS that we've been working on. So that's cool. So everyone's happy with the new upgrades. I should say everybody, because there'll be one person that comments here and like, give me the old stuff. But yeah, so we're excited about it. Everything's been going great with it. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to flip around real quick, guys and gals, and then come back. You guys might hear my voice. I might disappear a little bit offline here, but I am going to create an area here that I want to work on today. Create a little area that I want to work on today. Like I said, we got some pretty big trees. We got some buildings here. I'm going to go create this area really quick. So if you lose me on camera, I'm still here, guys. here. I don't want to do anything crazy. Got moderate bypass. I'm gonna do a pretty big area. Let's do a diamond cut here. Hey guys. Advanced setting. I'm gonna do a 0-point turn on this one because somebody yelled at me the other day for not doing the 0-point turn. Perimeter laps 2, boundary I'm gonna set at 0, extended work zone. I'm not gonna extend it. Like I said, I got the there we go, I'm finished. Exit. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna find the area. This one's area 20. That tells you how many maps I got. This is area 20 here. Sounds spooky, doesn't it? Area 20. I'm just gonna name this. Should I name this? Long tree. Then we're gonna send her out. All right, bam, just like that. Let me come back, see if you guys yelled at me for not being on camera here. There we go. I'm not seeing the comments yet, guys, so yeah, this is an area like I'd previously, like GPS was a little suspect over there. There you go, got our blades going now. This is just our standard lawnmower. Oh, there was something I wanted to pick up real quick. So it's about a 50-minute cut right here. Put it over there. I will take care of that when I'm done. 50-minute cut over here. I'll try to show you guys as best as I can when the sorry, I just knocked this. When the dead reckoning kicks in, like it just kicked in right there. You see how this went orange? So your orange now on your GPS signal will tell you that. So that's when the odometer kicks in now. It's saying, hey, I'm gonna go for my parameters, 330 feet is how far it can go without a GPS signal right now. As long as it recovers a signal, then that'll start back over. So I have 330 feet for that to start back over, that odometer. I'm gonna kind of monitor it. Oh, there it goes. It clicked back in for a second. So that means it got a GPS signal. So now it will continue on its work path. Once I figure out which way it starts cutting out, well, I guess I can look at the preview now, can't I? I have so many maps. All right, yeah, so once it gets going around, I'll probably switch back over to another side. Melodic potato. So yeah, we're cutting the boundaries right now, guys and gals, friends and foes. Somebody said, "Is this is the standard version lawnmower I have on right now?" I have the Pro inside. Supposed to be getting some new blades though. So the blades I have on the Pro that I've been using are different from the blades that are on the shipped Pros. So I'm supposed to be getting some new blades. I did sharpen the ones on mine, but I want to try the other ones. I think the Pro definitely will create a little bit more uplift with the blade design. I know that's a concern people have talked about. So yeah, we're working in and out. We're under tree cover right now. Let me check the yeah, like right now. So Dead Reckoning is kicked in there. It just went blue or green. So that means it starts over on the path there. We're just doing a boundary first. I have the blade, what did I set? 3.5 inches. Just going around. This is a little bit longer grass than usually I do with the standard lawnmower. Probably come at it with a couple cuts here. The standard mower really shines when it's working, doing maintenance cuts. So if you have it out multiple times a week, that's when it, like 2 times a week, it's when it really shines. With the Lawnmower Pro, it's a little bit more robust. Motors are a little heavier, a little stronger, like double the strength actually. And so yeah, you're gonna get a little bit different of a cut. I think this one's more for the micro mulching type of grass too, where it just constantly feeds your lawn. The Pro gives a pretty good like short cut as well, but it can actually go from 4 inches down to 0.8 inches, and this one will go from 4 inches to 1.2 inches. I did replace the blades on this like a week and a half ago on this one, which we do have a sneak peek if we're going to be doing a special live stream tomorrow. So if you, yeah, now's the time to add things to the cart. If you're looking to buy a Yarbo, now's the time. I did have the leaf blower out yesterday. Once we start the cut, I might move this bad boy around, or the camera. It's a beautiful day though. See kind of where we're at. So it does, like, this is where I told you, it used to lose GPS a lot right here. This is a weird area. It's a weird nook. So now we're working, the Dead Reckoning has kicked in. I have the parameter set at 330 feet. So that's how long it'll go before it needs to, before it'll, safety-wise, it'll shut down. But when this turns green, that means, there, see it just turned green right by my thumb there? Then it went back out again. But that means it reset. It caught a signal, reset. So now that 330 feet timer resets. Don't tease us, let's talk about the sale. I'm not allowed to talk about anything until tomorrow. I'm under a gag order. Now we'll be doing some, when you buy it, we'll be doing some, I believe some, they're still working on the things, but some add-ons that you'll get for free. So we're working on that as well. I know I've been demanding a sale. I'm like, come on, man, we're fall. Let's get these mowers. Let's get these mowers out. Let's get the leaf blowers out. But if they don't let me in charge of the finances, trust me. Well, I don't know what if yours is updated yet, where you set the parameters, but it will be under the you go into your settings, your settings tool. Right here, I'm running a little bit different version, so I'm not quite sure if you guys are running the same version here, but this is what it'll look like if you don't have it yet. It'll be updated. Make sure your app's updated. Make sure your firmware is updated. You go into Yarbo Lab, and so the PPVS will be clicked on. It says beta, It'll be clicked on. Then you'll get boundary travel distance. So that's the max distance Yarbo is allowed to travel doing the boundary with the GPS signal loss. So 330 feet. In area travel distance. So this is obviously during the cut. How far Yarbo is allowed to travel. So it'll show you right there. In area travel distance. I set mine at 330. I did see some people set it lower just for safety reasons. That doesn't mean 330 straight line. That means 330 feet following the plan. And then drawing travel distance too. This is so when you're mapping, doing no-go zones and stuff like that during your mapping. So it used to be when you'd lose something, you'd have to go like start over. That should be it with our boundary cuts right here. Now we'll move on to, now it's gonna move to its cut. I do have to play around a little bit with the adjusted one. I was hoping to do that at home though, because I have a perfect area behind my garage. I really wanted to change the angles on some stuff, but so I'll try to play around with that this weekend. Then next week I'll come back. I'm trying to figure out which way this bad boy is gonna cut so I can. Looks like we're going this way. I'm gonna move on over so we can actually see it cutting a little bit. This grass is pretty long. Like I said, I would probably send it out a couple times here. Pardon me for the camera shaking. Yeah, this grass is pretty. You can see it's coming up over the deck right now, so it's pretty long, but. Sorry, great question. Is there any reason not to have all those PPVS settings at 330 maxing out? I think some people are like baby stepping into it. Obviously it's software, so I think some people are baby stepping into it a little bit, just to make sure, you know, depending on if people have like Yarbo set up around some roads or around a lake or a pond or something like that. So I think that's why they're baby stepping into it. Here, I have no problem. I have them all maxed out. I've only run into one occasion, and that's in a really dense wooded area where the Yarbo actually stopped and lost signal for a second. And that was after, so it traveled. It's just a bad area for, and then like I said, the data center here that I was running on is not in a great area, should be higher up. So if you have your data center in a nice area right now, and it's high up, I mean, you should be good to go, you know, especially with the 330 feet. I mean, you're going to be good to go. But like I used to, like even under this tree, occasionally the one it's under right now, like you can see the dead reckoning is kicked in. I guess I'm running off 4G right now. I'm a little far away. I screwed up our Wi-Fi. I got to fix it. So it's running off cellular, on and off with the Bluetooth and the cellular. So right now it's running off dead reckoning. You can see it. When it turns green, that means it'll get another signal. But the clock is started on it. The 330 feet has started on the Yarbo. And I'll wait to see if it gets where and why, if it gets a signal right here. I purposely came in kind of this area where I get a bad signal. So if you do have trees, you're going to want to make sure you still have like a an open area with a good GPS signal. Trying to wait to see if it clicks in. All you need is for it to get like a split second of GPS again, and then it'd be nice to have like an option later on where you can actually see the odometers that clicked in and tells you, okay, this is how many feet we got going. Do have a green light on the data center, so it should be. Yeah, I have not gotten a GPS signal in a minute here. Hopefully on this pass back. Come on, catch a signal. I'll know when it hits 330 feet. I'll know that's it. It's not. You guys don't want to look at that. So yeah, the 330 feet's about like a safety as well. So then you'll know. But we've done a couple passes now with no GPS in this little area. I got to fix the Wi-Fi here though. They ordered a bunch of Wi-Fi stuff and then they just put it on my desk. And I was like, you know, that's not my strong suit, right? Like I don't. Whoa, those geese. Do you see those geese shadows I just went over? Ugh. So yeah, it just ran that whole time. I got a green light, so it kicked back on, so it goes back, it resets. I think it might have veered a foot in that time. Like I said, this grass is pretty long and thick. I think I would probably hit it with a Lawnmower Pro before I hit it with the, did we just lose a signal? Yeah, so see, it did not. So now it's gonna wait for a GPS signal to recover. I might try to move it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps with no GPS. Like I said, this is a notoriously hard place. I'm just gonna drive it out to the middle here. Look how thick that grass is, man. I'm gonna see how long it takes for the GPS to recover right here from where we're at. So that's pretty cool though. It did 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 laps. So 330, yeah, I would say each one of these is about, yeah, I would say it did 330 feet. I'm gonna try to drive it into the middle. It'll resume too right when it collects a GPS signal. I just gotta wait to see where it gets the best signal from. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna turn the blade off. I'm gonna bring it up to here. So if you do have trees like this, like I'm in a pretty dense area, make sure and the building's blocking a lot of stuff here too. So if you do have that, make sure you, I'm gonna wait to see if a signal recovers over here. I know it's boring. There we go. So right there, it's like boom, I got a GPS signal. So we're adjusting the blade. And now we're back off. So yeah, just like that. I mean, it ran the 330 feet. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. And then now it's back up and mowing. So I knew it was going to be a kind of a pain in this area. So I purposely came over here for that challenge. It opens up a little bit now too. Because I don't know, I got trees here. I got this giant tree with a lot of tree cover. I got these trees. I'm completely surrounded by trees in this building here. Well, I just looked at my own stuff and made me dizzy. Ooh, a desktop version. That's the first I've heard about that. Yeah, no word from me. That's all new to me. I'm not in the R&D side, so I don't hear a lot of the stuff. I got all these geese flying over me. I really don't like it. I know they're mad at me because I cleaned up some of their food yesterday. Oh, there they go. They're like a nuisance around here, man. It's crazy. I might bust out the leaf blower again later on. I do have to fix the Wi-Fi over here, though. Yeah, they sent me a bunch of stuff. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know anything. But I'll figure it out. But I didn't want to mess with it too much before I go live. But I could tell, like, I need a little bit stronger signal. So this is our M1 model right now, available at Amazon and at Yarbo.com. I did set like an 8-inch overlap here. I will say at the end of the dead reckoning, it looked like it veered about a foot off course. So I think that's probably why people are a little some of the settings keep it shorter. But yeah, if you do have heavy like wooded areas or trees, you definitely you want to make sure you have like an open space still in the mapped out area. That way it's best that way Yarbo can collect the signal. Running over some pine cones right now. Yeah, this is some pretty long, shaggy grass we got here. I would definitely I got the 0-point turn on as well. Trying to figure out the rhyme or reason of what it's doing here. I do have a diamond cut on, so it's probably why you're seeing a little bit of an angle. I know I'm quiet today. The kids woke me up super early, so I'm trying. If you guys want to know more, just go to yarbo.com. You can find our Lawnmower Pro. You can find our lawnmower, standard lawnmower, blower module. Yeah, this is some shaggy grass here, man. So yeah, it was just running off the dead reckoning. Now it'll come back. The signal came back, goes on and off. Be interested to know. Huh. Yarbo's got me thinking today. So yeah, this area by the building, this stuff is all notorious for bad GPS. Yeah, I think with the dead reckoning, I think it like, I can tell the longer the dead reckoning runs, like I could see like a variance of a foot or you can kind of see right here where the dead reckoning was running. So it's still running, but I could see where it kind of veered like a second there, where it's like, okay, maybe it's been running as the longer it runs without the GPS. But yeah, previously Yarbo would just stop and then you'd be done. You know, you'd have to either go manually drive it or just to wait for a signal to come. I saw they did a test the other day where they put tin foil on the antennas, on the RTK antennas. But somebody had to kind of run while the Yarbo was going and throw on some like a tinfoil hat on top of the Yarbo. I found it quite hilarious. I think it was funny. So yeah, we're running on and off with GPS here. It keeps switching over to 4G to Bluetooth. So I do think I need to, I'm gotta fix whatever I did to the internet. So let me know where you guys are watching from, what kind of yard you guys are cutting, what do you guys got going on? You guys ready for fall yet? Anybody put out their fall stuff yet? It started to trickle in, man. I think I saw some pumpkin spice muffins or something on the counter this morning. That's how it starts, man. It's like a pumpkin spice muffins are like a gateway drug to fall. Once you start eating that stuff, or the bread from Starbucks, it's like a gateway drug. I know I got some birds flying over me. I can hear it. I might be under a nest, I'm not sure. So yeah, guys, if you're new to this is Yarbo, the world's first and only 100% fully autonomous modular yard tool. We have our standard lawnmower on right now. I guess I could have put the Pro back on. I might actually this afternoon. I definitely feel like I should have hit this grass with the Pro, man. This stuff is nasty. It's pretty gnarly, it's very long, probably 8-9 inches, maybe more length. Our Yarbo standard Yarbo lawnmower is best for those maintenance type cuts. If you do have a well manicured lawn, if you want to send it out twice a week, get it done that way. That's perfect. But right now, mostly this is just about a test. This is an area with lousy GPS. I wanted to show you that the Yarbo is over here working with the dead reckoning kicked in. You can see right here, dead reckoning has kicked in. We're running 4G as well. So when it's void of a Wi-Fi signal, it'll automatically switch over to 4G. The SIM card now goes back. You saw it just switch back. And the dead reckoning is kicked in as well. There we go. I gotta wake up. I think I need more coffee, man. We got the dead reckoning going though, the PPVS here. Doing a test out here. I'm kind of just holding water until tomorrow's live stream. So I asked Kathy today, I said, are we giving anything away today? She said no, and I said, I guess I'll just give away my personality today. So I don't know what that's worth these days. Probably not a lot. I'm gonna try to hold with the comments and stuff where you guys are on YouTube. Hello, big stick on YouTube. I hope that refers to an actual stick, like the Theodore Roosevelt. What is it? Speak softly and carry a big stick. Got my Yarbo sweatshirt on today, man. Yeah, if anyone wants to play along with the quiz, he said, what does the acronym PPVS stand for? No looking it up, though. You got to guess. No looking it up. You got to guess. I know what it is because I had to look it up. Yeah, and we will be messing around with the, I believe this one's on end trip right now. So I know that's a big thing for people as well. Getting rid of the data center. But I don't know, like I don't know how it works. Nobody tells me anything, I don't know. Like I said, I gotta fix the Wi-Fi when we're done. I had a booster and then I unplugged it, and now I got to plug it back in. But I didn't want to mess with the Wi-Fi or the data center before I had to go live, which is always sage advice. Don't mess with your connections before you're going to mow. Let me straighten this out. Look at the rust on that building right there. Look at that. Our calcium buildup. Boom, boom. Wanted to try to pull up the app and see. Yeah, so we are connected to the 4G. So that tells me I did not connect the booster good enough. Goes on and off, but yeah, you can see. So we got a GPS, we got the Bluetooth. Now you can see, oh, Dead Reckoning kicked off. Kicked off again right there, you can see. Now it kicks back on. So it resets when it does it. Normally that would have been, we're gonna stop here because we lost GPS. Yeah, if you want to learn more about like the whole PPVS system too, you can go to Yarbo Wiki. Kind of got a lot of explanations on it. Kind of tell you about like where it's going. I've seen a lot of positive feedback online about it. A lot of chatter, so to speak. But yeah, the GPS thing is frustrating. And like I said, I know we're just at the beginning of this kind of stuff, but It's very nice out. Sweatshirt weather, beautiful. Feels like fall. I know it's not fall yet. We got at least 2.5 more weeks of this summer. I've been doing live streams all summer. I had no time for the beach. I had no time for anything. We did go up to Michigan for Labor Day. I know we have people in Northwest Indiana watching. All I got to say is 94 is a nightmare. But man, I left here Friday from the office, literally pretty much sat in traffic until I hit the Michigan border for the most part. I mean, there were a couple open spots. It even had me get off the highway. I was like, this is a nightmare. I was like, do not travel Friday after work on a Labor Day. But I'm glad I went up, got to see my folks, spend some time with the family. That was always nice. I think I'm still recovering sleep-wise, though. And then, like I said, my son, my 7-year-old, I guess it was his bladder that woke us up this morning. So yeah, I think if I was cutting this with the standard, if I get grass this long, I think I would do 2 passes on this, definitely. Just my preference. But yeah, I do see like signal goes on, signal goes off, so it gets up against this building. I've always had notorious like bad GPS along this building here. So then it tells you that it has kicked in. Yeah, the Yarbo wiki page is pretty cool. You can kind of like, you can find everything on there. It talks about this. So this is the new firmware. So you should be using app version 3.16.0 and firmware 3.10.0 right now. If you have, that's where everything should be at. It's funny, my home one was updating this morning, so hopefully getting some of the new upgrades. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it now since nobody answered it yet. The PPVS is the Precise Positioning Vision System. We've added Dead Reckoning to help Yarbo keep working when GPS isn't stable, like under trees, near walls. You're seeing the walls, so this is its functioning near trees and walls. It's using like internal sensors, the IMU and the odometer, to estimate its position. Kind of like when you go through a map in Google Tunnels, if you're in Chicago and you're on Lower Wacker Drive, Google Maps knows you're on Lower Wacker Drive, even though you're not really getting a good signal down there. So now when you guys look at your app, you'll see the green means strong GPS. The orange now means Dead Reckoning has kicked in. So that's like a medium GPS signal. And then the red means no GPS or Dead Reckoning. So that means you ran too far fast. We saw that earlier. I had one that ran over the 300 mark. So yeah, now also there's functioning labels for areas. Like I just did this when I started there. You'll see snowblower, lawnmower, blower. So multiple labels can be applied to a single area as well. You'll also see the adaptive route. So when selected on the adaptive route, Yarbo lawnmower will automatically choose the nearest starting point to begin mowing. Instead of mowing around each no-go zone perimeter separately, it will mow the perimeter of a no-go zone when it naturally reaches along the set route. Reduces unnecessary travel lines that cut across an area. I know that's a big thing for people. And minimizes lawn wear by applying adaptive routes that reduce frequent turns. We did some physical controller upgrades as well. Using the physical controller, joystick movement is proportional to speed. The farther you push, the faster the unit moves within a selected slow-fast level. The control area on the driving pad for straight line operation has been enlarged for easier handling. I will say that's one thing I don't use enough. I really don't use the controller very often. Obviously, the high point for me with the Yarbo is the autonomous features. Upgraded pathway obstacle avoidance. So that's a beta test. That's in beta right now. All the pathway settings, you can choose whether to enable vision detection and ultrasonic detection for the Mower Pro. Plan list improvements in the work plan list selection. You can now reorder your plans by simply long pressing and dragging them to your preferred order. Once adjusted, the new order will be saved automatically. When you can open any plan, you can also see the last work date, for better tracking and better planning. iCloud backup for latest map. So new return modes for mowing and snow blowing. I just set mine the other with this. You can also set like a daily no charge period as well right now. You can now edge blowing toggle. You can control the edge blowing function using a toggle. It's enabled in default for zones, then turned off. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, some fun updates. Oh, it looks like it just finished the cut. I don't know where it's going now. Oh, it's going back to charge, I bet. I didn't know if it was in the... I don't really want to send it back to charge. I'm going to send it over to a different area, though. I'm going to send it over to a different area. Something behind me is making tons of noise. I don't like that at all. So yeah, we just finished the cut with the Dead Reckoning. You can see we only had one little blip. It took about 5 seconds for the GPS to come back, so it did run past its allotted time here. I'm trying to see where I'm at. Where is the Yarbo? I'm gonna follow it over. I'm sending it over somewhere else. We got a little bit of time left on this live, guys. I gotta get in and answer your... Oh, did you hear me bend over for that friggin' water bottle? That hurt. Jeez, getting old, man. So yeah, we finished this cut here. I would say that grass is pretty shaggy over there. It's going between different areas. Still going fully autonomous. There's that water bottle I still need to pick up. Watch it run over it. Watch it run over it. And then we try to let it go to its next location here. There we go. Come on now. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about fun lawnmower stuff. I'm sending it over to that area over there. Just do a little maintenance cut. This area is pretty short, actually. That tree right there, I lose GPS around that tree a lot. I was actually standing in the shade. I was kind of getting cold. There we go. I need to stand in the sun, man. My hands were like numb. So this is how easy it navigates between different areas. All right, let me back up. I believe the start point's over here. Somebody said, what's the cost of charging? I haven't really seen an uptick on my electric bill. I haven't really seen an uptick anywhere. Oh, I'm getting too close. Charles said, any updates on the granule spreader? That has been put on hold indefinitely. You should have got an email to get knock my tripod over. Sorry, I forgot where I started off over here. There we go. Will Yarbo avoid bumpers of cars that are parked deep into extended grass areas? I would probably, if you got a car parked, I would probably say no go zone area. Yarbo's object avoidance will avoid the car, and the Lawnmower Pro has a better obstacle avoidance. Maybe you guys can't hear. Maybe this mic's not. I'm gonna just take this mic off. I did walk away to set my water bottle down. I told him to order me some new mics, so those are coming. I'll just talk directly into the phone. Thanks for pointing that out. So yeah, I would, it does have obstacle avoidance, but I have seen some people put their cars in some precarious positions where the Yarbo has gone underneath it just because it can't necessarily see anything in front of it. But the obstacle avoidance on the Pro is better. The camera's higher, so it should be able to recognize those cars and everything like that. And obviously that's important too when you're snow blowing too, because you want the you're snow blowing around cars for the lot. So that's something new too with the obstacle avoidance on the snowblower. Somebody said, does the adaptive route respect any of the other patterns? I have to play around with the adaptive route a little bit more. So I'm going to do that at home though, in an area where I can kind of play it off. I just need to, I need to play around with it a little bit more. I got to be honest with you before I'm a hands-on type of guy. So I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut at home, I think on Saturday. So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. I did not design that. So I have to, like, when things come out, I'm like you guys, I have to go outside with the mower and test it and play around and do all that fun stuff like that. So before I could give you a confident answer on that, I got to play around with it a little bit more. That's how I became a dad. I just decided, let's try it. Get the kid home from the hospital. Learn all about parenting. I wish. How's GPS under that tree? Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible under that tree. But that's where the dead reckoning kicks in and allows it to keep the function going. Like right now, you see I lost GPS signal. So it's running and now it just kicked back on. So that's what the dead reckoning does. It allows it. I have my parameters set up at 330 feet. So it allows it to keep going for up to that. You can set it lower as well. Maybe you're a little nervous. Maybe you're around a pond or a road. I think when we were just cutting over there, I think I saw it, like, I would say it was at the end of the 330 feet. I think we were off by right around a foot, maybe a little less than a foot. So that's not bad either. Like right at the end when it's like going, okay, it'd be like you putting a blindfold on. So it'd be like you walking a line 330 feet and then getting to the end of that line, putting a blindfold on and walking back that 330 feet and see how far you veered off course. But it was still inside the confined area. God, I'm actually cold standing in the shade. I might have to move to the sun. Demonstrate walking blindfold. I can barely walk with, I got bifocal glasses on now. I'm so old. I can barely walk a straight line for the most part. Give me like a martini or something, and then I could walk that. I could walk the line then. Not 2 martinis, just 1. Relax the old muscles. So yeah, there we go. So we did a cut over there. Now we're over here. We still got a lot of tree cover around here. I'm still on the side of a building. I am close to the data center right here. Got the wind at my back, so you probably hear a little zipping. But I took the mic out because you guys said you couldn't hear it with the mic. So we're doing the boundary first. Obviously, it's a little slow on the boundary. I've really put this one through the ringer. I gotta find where I did with the Pro. I know I put it somewhere. I'll have to hook the Pro module back up to it soon. But the Pro I have is a prototype here. That tells you how, like, it's a prototype here. So the one that's actually shipping right now is really cool. But I haven't seen it yet. I know it's shipped and I know it's supposed to be in people's hands shortly here. Takes a minute to get overseas nowadays. Sorry, we've gone back in time. It's like the pilgrims coming over these days. See, but this is exactly it. Like the standard Yarbo lawnmower, which I love, it's just designed more for the maintenance type of cuts. That's why we always say it can cut 6.2 acres in a week. That's off 2 cuts. We want to send it out multiple times. The Yarbo Lawnmower Pro, you can get away with it a little bit more to do. You could probably just cut once a week with a robust lawn, because it will create a little bit of uplift. That's where it gets a little bit harder on some of the longer grass, but that's with most of the robotic lawnmowers right now. I mean, anyone who's had a Toro push mower knows how big the blade is underneath it, to create the uplift and how So that's where these really shine. That I don't know. Michael just asked, if you ordered the Pro today, how far out is shipping on the Pro mower part? That I cannot. I'll get the answer to that, and if you come back, I'll figure it out. Nobody else is. My moderator is not on here today, so I don't want to promise anything that I can't fulfill. Save that for marriage. I think they're rolling it out, though. It'll be in the state, like they shipped to the States first, then it went to Canada, and then Europe, I believe. Oh, I just hit a pretty big stick over there. So we're almost done with the boundaries on this one. I'm gonna go pick up that stick. Also get in the sun, I'm a little cold. Pants are falling down too. I don't know, is that good or bad? Is that what you're losing, or is that what you guys are getting? Do it for the boundary cuts right there. Might have to set up in the sun. Oh, thanks Michael though. I'm glad you're interested though. I love to get my hands. I don't even have the Pro yet as far as like the. I'm gonna move to the sun here. I'm freezing. Like 2 weeks ago I was so hot out here, and now I'm like frozen. Forgot to check out the YouTube. But yeah, somebody asked earlier too, is like what the cost of charging. I don't have a number on that. I mean, I haven't seen an uptick. I asked my wife, kind of handles the electric. We kind of divvy things up, not paying wise, it all comes out of the same pot, but we kind of divvy things up as far as like, hey, can you take care of this bill? Can you take care of this bill? We're old school like that, man. Just different accounts it comes out of. But I haven't seen an uptick in cost as far as how much the Yarbo has. I will say our electric bill has skyrocketed anyways here in Illinois. Quite a few different factors for that, but I was reading the other day too about how like the like Illinois is big on putting all those like, and I shouldn't say it because we're all data centers all over the place. So I did read an article. I don't know if it's how much credence to that, but they just talked about how they're using so much of the electricity. That's funny you say that about the robotic arm. I don't want to. I saw some video of at a electronics show earlier. I saw a video from that show, and there was like a Yarbo type of thing with an electric arm, but obviously it was all 100% like a CGI AI video of, because it had the arm doing like, it had the arm coming over and trimming. I like the vision though. I mean, it's nice that like there's a lot of competition right now with the mower side of things. Yarbo's the only one doing the, with the trimmer coming out with the toe capacity, with the mower, snow blower, leaf blower. It's the only like modular Swiss Army knife, so to speak, of yard care. I did see another Kickstarter for one, but the video I saw earlier, actually, it like legit had an arm coming out of it. And I know there was no prototype, but the arm was like, it grabbed an orange off a tree. It threw a dog tennis ball. I think that's pretty ambitious right now. I'm not saying it won't be done, but I can't see that being anywhere. I mean, and then I don't know either. Like, what are the laws? What will the rules be as far as what's allowed, by safety standards in the United States? Because it even had like a trimmer thing coming off with that arm. But yeah, I was wondering, like, as far as that goes, and then how much AI is going to be incorporated into these. I know we are definitely, there's some technology going into that too. It's moving at a rapid pace. I think that's kind of why, the new software with the Dead Reckoning, the PPVS stuff, that's huge for us. A lot of people worked really hard on that. But yeah, it's easy to put together a video and say, and I know, ambition's great. And it's easy to put a video together showing, hey, this is coming, this. But when it actually has to go to work, it's a little bit different. And I think you've already seen that with Yarbo. The Kickstarter stuff is way different than where we're at now 3 years later. And Yarbo started off as a snowbot 10 years ago. So the fact that, it started off as a snowbot, now it's a modular, it's crazy. But yeah, we got a lot of laws, safety, patents, you name it over here. So we'll see what comes to fruition. But I would say in about 10 years, you'll probably be looking at this like I don't know. Think about an iPhone, what an iPhone has done in 10 years, and not now. Now there's not that huge a difference, even though I think they're doing the Apple iPhone thing today, is it? I think I haven't seen any drastic changes in my iPhone in about 4 generations. Like, the only reason I still use an iPhone is for the iOS. Like, I love the operating system, and I'm a Mac guy. I do use a PC here at work. It was like trying to relearn like Microsoft. I do like the Microsoft, like the AI. I do like that, but when I'm asking questions, stuff like that, I do like that. But it's clunky though. And then how do you like the fact that it's like, it just automatically gives you like 5 gig of cloud space, and then you're automatically full. I'm like, what? I don't want this. How do I turn this off? But it just it's so hard to turn that off. I don't need to back up anything on Microsoft in a cloud. I really don't. So that's my rant. That's my old man rant for the day, you guys. Thanks for taking part in it. I got to, that was my get off my lawn speech today. Yeah, join me tomorrow, guys. Rosie the Jetsons robotic maid appeared in 1962. Yeah, that's so true. It's kind of scary though too, like how close like some of these like how Hollywood kind of gets close to things before. It's like they know something before it comes out, like that like, yeah, and I know a lot of people want to like the incorporation of like Yarbo into some of the smart systems around their house as well. So I'm sure all that's coming too. It's just, it's such a rapid pace. And I mean, I don't know. I think people think like there's like an unlimited R&D department or I was like, why is this cut going to take like 45 minutes when I started? And I realized it's going side to side on a very narrow area here. See, just back up like that though. That's awesome. I got some big jets going over too today. 747s. I would not normally do a cut like this on this. I would normally do either a spiral cut or I don't know why that setting's like that. I'll have to change it. I got about 21 maps. If one of them's a little off, that's my fault. But yeah, I would not do this cut. It's just too much wear and tear if you have a small area like this to do. I think it's running a parallel cut. It might be, but it just has a rotation on it. So yeah, I technically would never do this. It's just too many turns, too much wear and tear. It's fine right now. I got the grass treads on. It's fine. It's just the grass a little dry over here too. You can see it needs some rain. I don't know if we have any rain. I think we might have some rain coming tomorrow. I don't know. It looks pretty sunny. Weekend's going to be high of 65, low in the 40s though. We're back in the 40s, man. Oh, that must have been earlier last night in the 40s. That's good sleeping weather though. I think I had the window open in the room. Unfortunately, I have a cardinal that sits outside and wakes up about 5:45, 6 a.m. every day. Beautiful pitch, but it's a little much. Yeah, we got, not to take you off the cut here. This is the cable box I'm trying to work on, guys. This is what I'm working on. So, I'll figure it out. Got the snow blower, got the leaf blower, got 2 cores out here, doing some testing. If you guys aren't familiar with the Yarbo snow blower, 2-stage snow blower, 12-inch height with the auger here, 24-inch width. Oh, here comes my arch enemies. Where are they at? Oh, they're flapping over there, those birds. So yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble for moving the thing around. So yeah, here you go. You got with the chute on the Yarbo, I believe it's what, 55, -5 to 55 degree, I believe, on this chute. 200 degree rotation. I gotta brush up on the snowblower. I haven't used it since February. Yeah, I really gotta brush up. Then I had the leaf blower out yesterday. I did the parking lot. It was pretty awesome though. I had a good time with that. I know why would you do a parking lot? Because I am sick of getting out of the car and stepping on goose blessings. I'll just call them goose blessings. So here they come, watch. They do not like the Yarbo, but they're gonna come right over here. Look at them. Look at them, here they come. I'm telling you, dude, we get invaded by geese right there. They eat those, they're eating stuff off of those trees. So yeah, that's exactly why I ran the leaf blower. If you have property, big property, that's exactly why I ran it in the parking lot yesterday, because I had to clear things off, and it did clear everything off. I'm not picking it up, it just put it off to the side so I don't have to step in it anymore. Yeah, I would never do a cut like this on this area. I don't know why I haven't. I should have looked first. I got to take the rotation off. This is like if you got a big long area like this, do a parallel cut. But I also wanted to get over here. There's some more tree cover. You can see right here we lost GPS. It's dead reckoning has kicked in under this big tree. So I'll see how long it takes to get another signal. Once the signal kicks in, then the odometer starts back over. There it goes, right there, see? So that means dead reckoning kicked in, it ran, and till it got a new signal. Like I said, my parameters are set up at 330 feet, but you can set them shorter if you want. If you're by a parking lot like this and you're worried about, hey, I don't want to be veered off course 6 inches here, or... I think I did this area out in the rain yesterday. I did not map out the area over here. I didn't map that out yet. It's just, I don't know where people's cars are going to be from day to day. And yeah, these trees around here are notorious. They don't really trim them. They're supposed to cut some down. But I guess here, if you cut down a tree, you have to, like it's either 2 inches, I think, or 2 centimeters, 2 inches, I think you said inches. You have to plant another tree. But some of these are really dead. I told them, told the building, I was like, that's, I mean, but they've been dead for a while. I mean, we got some of these trees out here that it's time to go. When it gets dangerous, we just had a storm a couple weeks ago and they were out here for 2 days clearing stuff. It was crazy. Yeah, this time of year and until about the spring, the geese just invade everything around here. I know they do some nesting over here though, so that I want to be cognizant of too. I don't want to disrupt their habitat or I'm sure there's some law about it. Gonna go grab lunch in a little bit. I don't know about grab it. I'm definitely gonna eat it. I'm on day 3 of tuna fish, guys. I don't know. I got my physical in like 2 weeks, so I was like, better take care of myself for those 2 weeks of the year. I work out, I do all that fun stuff. I just, yeah. All these geese look like flying monkeys from The Wizard of Oz. finally got my low battery mode. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Hey, if you guys want to know more, just go to yarbo.com. This is the Yarbo. I got the tow package on the back. You guys can see that. We tow up to 3,500 pounds, 500 pounds daily usage. I got the Lawnmower 1 on right now. Tune in tomorrow. I got to see what time the live stream is tomorrow, but tune in. They want me to put some slides up, so I might have to start inside. So that'll be interesting. See if I can do that. Put some slides up. I think I can handle that. So yeah, no, we just got a lot going on, especially with the new software with the Dead Reckoning. It's been running on and off here as we've had the Yarbo out. Make sure you're updated to the most recent stuff. I know I was just updating my Yarbo, was just updating at home earlier. So make sure it's docked, uploading, and then yeah, go play around with it. I'd like to hear your thoughts on some of it. Let me know if you had like a kind of a dense wooded area that maybe the Yarbo used to stop a little bit, look for GPS signals. Let me know how that's going. I'm gonna move it into the sun since we're over here and I'm actually kind of cold. I know I shouldn't complain because we had 2 months this summer. You guys saw me dying out here for 2 months. Fall leaves are about ready to hit. If you haven't gotten your Yarbo blower yet, you might want to look into that. 760 CFMs, 190 mile per hour winds. I'm actually looking forward to that. Like I said, I was playing around with it yesterday. I think I'm going to take it back out a little bit later. I'm going to clear some area over here. If I clear a lot of the parking lot, that means that's less that the snowblower is going to hit in a couple months. They really need to hit some weed killer in the parking lot though, because that's tough when the snow comes and you got to like maneuver around that. I'm gonna go back over, check YouTube for a minute. Yeah, like I said, I would never do this cut. I don't know why it's rotated. I should have looked before the preview. I'm like, it's just tedious when you have a long strip and you're doing the shortcuts. It's so much faster to do the like parallel cuts. It's just a lot of turns. So I think I'm going to wrap up the live, folks, here today. I appreciate all the comments, everybody watching. Go out and play around with it, though. The PPVS, man. Get out there and play around with it. Make sure your apps, everything's updated. Have a little fun with the Yarbo out there. We got, maybe 2 more months left of mowing, guys, and we're going to go into, we're going to be in the leaf blowing here quick. I see the leaves already coming down here. So, yeah, check out yarbo.com. We're going to have some good deals. We'll be on a live tomorrow. I think we're going to be doing, like, a couple purchase giveaways. Like, when you're, if you do purchase, we're going to be doing some giveaways on top of the purchases. So, I haven't seen the final details yet, though, but we'll be on there. But I want you guys to have fun, take care, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, man.